Okay, here we are back in Legend of Heroes, and... Okay, this is how we move forward, I think. Help a fellow out, I'm begging you. I can't take another drink. Wow, I think I've just reconsidered my opinion of you, Olivier. It's pretty rare for anyone to still be conscious after a night of wine with Shara. Well, didn't the two of you come at a good time? How about having a drink together? You're both good for that, right? We're going to eat dinner now, so the answer is no. Come on, you two, when I say, let's drink, we drink. You're going to make me very angry if you don't sit down for a glass with me. Oh great, she's already reached stage 2 rage mode. Don't worry, Cheryl. Olivier said he's good for another couple rounds. How about having him keep you company? What, so you can still drink more, can you? Joshua, how can you just give me to her like that? I can't. Don't you feel sorry for the poor guy? Oh, should I? You're like a little demon, and cute at the same time, too. At least the fish are polite here. I guess he'll be fine. How about we sit at the counter? I'd hate to bother the two of them. Right, good idea. Run fast. Please, Cher, I'm pleading with you. You and the fish. Don't pour me another glass. Cirrhosis for the win. Oh, he's totally plastered. Looks like even a guy who takes a sweet time for everything couldn't stand up to a drunken Shara. Oh wow, what a night of drinking. I've been so busy lately I haven't been able to enjoy myself like this for a while. And you're not even red in the face either from all that alcohol. Are you sure you had some kind of special training, Shara? Could have been all the bizarre liquors I drank while I was in the troop. You know, like the ones with scorpions and asps in them? I built up a resistance that way, but who knows? Somehow I don't think that's the case. By the way, what do you plan on doing with him? He's pretty much useless as he is. Let's just let him sleep. He looks so peaceful now, we wouldn't want to disturb him. There's a very high possibility that we'll have a direct encounter with the Sky Bandits tonight. And getting a civilian wrapped up in the middle of it wouldn't be a good idea. Don't tell me you got Olivier drunk so he wouldn't be able to come along, didn't you? Well, of course I did. And he'll thank me in the long run too, after his raging hangover anyway. And so that whole time, you were just toying with him, weren't you? Let's see, it's getting late. Let's hurry and begin our stakeout around the inn. Don't skirt around the issue, Shara. Quiet you. For the time being, we're going to circle up to the far pier. Understood. Alright then, let's go. So, poor Olivier, he can't catch a single break. And who is this dude? Lloyd. And the game out. So, hints about where to find the master of the lake. So we need an orbment light if we actually want to go fishing. I don't see anyone. I don't know what kind of business those siblings could have here, but do you think they'll really show up? There's no guarantee, of course, but if Lloyd's information has any truth to it, my best guess is that they'll be here. However, if we move around too much, there's the possibility that we'll be seen and they'll take off. Since the Sky Bandits are supposed to come from the road, it might be a good idea to watch the area. Right, so where should we watch from? We need a place where we can see the road without being noticed ourselves. A place like that would be ideal. Maybe the second floor of the inn? Where's the staircase? Hey, what's that? Well, looks like we're a little early, huh? Yeah, it seems that way. You know, if this were the middle of the day, we could have gotten ourselves a bite to eat on the way. Quit talking nonsense, we're outlaws, remember? Now let's hurry up and get moving. Wait for me, Kyle. Showdown would be them. Looks like they're headed for the far pier. Wonder what they intend to do. Shall we take a look and find out? Let's try and get as close as we can without being noticed. So, more stealth stuff. Sublime. Should have figured they wouldn't be here yet. They always come exactly on time. I really hate those guys. They act like they're so superior, and to be honest, they're kinda scary. No doubt about it, they are quite the clandestine bunch. But there's not much we can do about it. This is an order from Don. This seems to be a good place. Yeah, we can hear every word they're saying, too. Hey, Kyle? Don't you think Don's been acting a bit strange recently? It's not like him if you ask me. You know, the whole hijacking of airliners thing? While I admit it was lucrative, now we've got the army clamping down on us full scale. Not to mention those annoying bracers are now involved. And he's gone and taken hostages and demanded a ransom in return. No matter how I think about it, it seems like Don has gone way overboard this time. In the end, you'll always be just a girl. Deep down, you're just not cut out to run with the bad crowd. Excuse me? Okay, maybe not the best wording, but I meant it as a compliment. If things are getting too tough for you, you're always welcome to try salvaging a life back home. It wouldn't be too hard to get by as long as you don't set your sights too high. Although, admittedly, it is a bit colder than liberal. Do you think you can just treat me like a kid and I'm not going to get angry? I'd like to see you try getting by without me. What with your crap cooking and all, not to mention the laundry? Do you really want to go back to burnt toast and turning your underwear inside out? Okay, I see your point, and I really am sick of toast, burnt or otherwise. But anyway, think about what I said before it gets too late to back out. Now, getting back to what you said earlier, I do have to agree that Don has been acting pretty weird. Does he expect us to keep fishing for ransom? We should take what we can get. I'd like to believe that Don is smart enough to see that. Do you think he started acting strange about the time that guy showed up? That's the only thing I can think of as to why he started acting like this. Yeah, he was the one who introduced us to those other guys, too. He might have even gotten Don to buy into his ideas. Who is that guy and he? Certainly a good question. What's that over there? What's what? Looks like whoever it was they were waiting for finally showed up. Aerobians? Looks like you made it. On time as usual, huh? You could have come a little early for a change, or even late. Definitely not my type, that's for sure. Say what you will, but we are trained to be punctual. Now, if that displeases you, then let me offer my sincerest apology. Relax, I was just being sarcastic. Now I know you guys are definitely not the type I want to be around. Enough already, we don't have time for that. Now how about we get down to business? Have there been any other developments since last time? Yes, in fact, Her Majesty has finally made a move. She intends to contribute to the ransom from her own assets. Seriously, we're going to get paid out of the Queen's own pocket? I guess we're pretty close to getting the money then, right? How about the Royal Army? Is there any indication that they've figured out where our hideout is? Not yet, but it's only a matter of time until they do. We receive reports that members of the Bracer Guild are on the move as well. At any rate, on the morning of the payoff, you'll need to leave your hideout behind. Yeah, no problem there. We just happened to run into the temporary shelter by case. By chance. I wasn't really reading it. Don shouldn't have any regrets about it either. There are way too many suspicious types involved in this. What do you want to do, Sheriff? Should we just storm in, shoot them all, and let ideas sort them out? I got a much better idea. A better idea? These two siblings appearing here means that the Sky Bandits airship is parked somewhere nearby. There's not much we could do if they got away again, so how about we try taking that out first? I see, take away their means of escape, right? I'm down for that. How about you, Joshua? Joshua? Alright. Take out the airship first, right? Yeah, I think that's a good idea, too. What's wrong? Your face looks really tense all of a sudden. It's nothing. Yeah, I'm sure it's just my mind playing tricks on me. We don't have much time. We've got to get out into the road and start looking for the airship before they finish their meeting. we get taken straight there. So they're parked in front of the Amberl Tower, huh? This is definitely the perfect place to land since it's off the main road. So what do you want to do, Shara? Should we subdue them? That's one way to go about things, but there's more than double their number since the last time we encountered them. Don't worry, even with twice as many guys, they're no match for us. So we take them all on at once. I don't know if that's the best way to go about things. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Keep it down or they're going to hear you. Well, isn't this a surprise? I can't believe you're staying here after the state you were in before. Your tolerance is impressive. Who do you think you're talking to? Rather than miss a minute of your fair company, I dutifully puked my guts up and dumped a bucket of cold water over my head. Voila, I was good to go. I don't know about that. I think I can hear your liver screaming somewhere in there. That's some serious tenacity. Come on, I couldn't let you enjoy all the fun yourselves, right? I had just come out of the inn when I saw you guys hit the road, so I came running from behind to catch up with you. I guess I went a little too easy on you. Maybe I should have had you down all that brandy at once. You'd have put me to sleep for good if you'd done that, Shara. But anyway, fighting the Sky Bandits here would lack finesse, don't you think? I don't think that's the issue here. No, I'm serious. Even if you subdue them all and manage to arrest the two siblings, there's still a chance they won't tell you where their hideout is. And they might even use the hostages as leverage to demand their release. Well, there's a risk involved with whatever course of action we take. Or do you have a good plan on how we can avoid taking such a risk? Boy, do I ever. Listen up, everyone. Okay? But if you blow in my ear, I'm seriously going to punch your lights out. Kyle, just said. It's good to see you make it back. I didn't think you'd be gone so long. So talks took longer than expected, huh? Yeah, but we're nearing an end with our negotiations. We also managed to get a great deal of information about what's going on with the Royal Army. So what you're saying is... Yep, we'll be getting the ransom money within a few days. We'll finally be one step closer to making our dream a reality. We did it. Sweet. Cool down, guys. It's a little too early to be getting excited yet. For the moment, we need to get back to the hideout and report to Don. Alright everyone, pack up and let's get out of here. And we stowed away inside the ship, I bet. Temperature inside is 69.8 degrees with 15% humidity. I'm assuming that's Fahrenheit because in Celsius that would be brutal. There's a south-southwest wind blowing at a speed of 12 arc. There are no orbital reactions in the surrounding area. Looks like the army isn't patrolling here. Activate the orbital engine, begin transmitting orbital energy to each section of the airship. Orbital engine activated. Transmission of orbital energy to all sections underway. Orbital floater started. Orbital driver started. Stabilizers all green. Alright, lift off. Set the drive rate to 40% and maintain cruising speed. However, make sure you can switch to battle speed at any time. Aye, sir. Looks like we'll make it back before morning. Yeah, I'm ready for some serious shut-eye myself, but I've got to report to Don first. Huh? Did you just hear something? No, I didn't hear anything. It's odd, I could have sworn it came from below deck. Maybe it's just a mouse or something. I'll have to clean up the place when I can find some free time. And we have a rest point there. So, Nebel Valley. And that dead end where the Strega R was apparently is the secret hideout. Boy, am I tired. ever since we came here, my night and day have been completely reversed. Just got to... One second. We've just got to tough things out a little longer, and then we can say goodbye to this horrible life. With Don as our leader, we can't go wrong. But don't you think Don's been acting a little strange lately? I mean, he's kind of scary to talk to you these days. How about you knock that crap off? If Kyle or Gisette heard you talking like that, they'd beat you upside the head. But it's just that... I'm sure you're tired from the lack of sleep. Let's hurry and finish up here and get some rest. You're welcome to take a rest now if you like. Hear those? You're too late. And we actually got a preemptive attack, too.
Take that!
Seriously. That's just bad. And I don't think I can actually shoot him for... no. Okay, 1 for 3. And we can finish him off before Joshua gets a chance to whiff again.
Enjoy the show.
Okay, 13 fire, I'll take it. Looks like we were able to get in here without any trouble. I'm amazed that this little plan actually worked. Guess we'll have to thank you this time. We'll have you to thank this time. But seriously, I was getting pretty nervous. I wasn't sure what we were going to do if we got caught stowing away. Well, even if we discovered we could just take control of the airship. But we've had the advantage of fighting against this lot in those tight quarters. Superior numbers means nothing without space to maneuver in. Olivier, so you thought that far ahead, taking all of those factors into account, huh? Not in a million years, are you kidding? You said we thought it would be fun to infiltrate an enemy base. I think we've been better off if you said nothing at all. Give the poor guy a break. At least we were able to get in here without incident. Anyway, this looks like somewhere in the Neville Valley. Neville Valley, like the one on the border between Beauce and Roland? That explains why it's so misty outside. And this is definitely terrain covered with extreme differences in height, which prevent the landing of any large aircraft. Looks like your guess was right, Shara. Yeah, well, it didn't seem to help us much in getting here. But anyhow, we don't have time to be hanging around here. We'll need to subdue the Sky Bandits and ensure the safety of the hostages being held captive. And of course, your father, Cassius, too. Right. Understood. Okay, I know there are 2 things we need to get here other than just the chest for achievements.
Okay, I got 24 EXP out of that bunch. It's kind of good. Nothing. Okay, there's not even monsters in these rooms. Here we go. This looks like a trap. Let's bring it. Found Scorpion. Chest already empty, you double dipper. That sounds like a whip name if I ever heard one. And bingo. And that's quite a bit of power jump for Shara. Speaking of which, I need to swap in my poison accessory. Or she already has one. Okay, you need to wear the red scarf. And the other 2 are out of luck. What's with all these rooms? Voices of some men can be heard. Sounds like some of the grunts. Should we rush the room? Huh? Oh, you guys new around here? Like in your freaking dreams. Are these guys for real? If you're not new here, then who are you? Wait, are you supposed to be intruders? Bingo! We're with the Bracer Guild. I think it would be best if you surrendered. Forget that! Don't give up without a fight. Wow. Yeah, I'm going this way. Okay, hurricane got comments with that now. Alright, now where are the hostages? If you're gonna start talking, there are gonna be some serious consequences involving a whip. Do what you want with us. We're not going to talk. Oh, is that so? Let me handle this, Estelle. Sure. Can't say I didn't warn you guys. Honestly, I'm being quite gentle with you. Don't think for a second that you're allowed to pass out yet. But if you start talking, maybe I'll be kind enough to let you. Yikes. You're down below, some of our crew are guarding them. Very good. Now, where are your leaders? Kyle and Josette, right? We're here, lady. Do your worst. No one will tell you where they are. So the hostages are one thing, but you're not going to sell your bosses, huh? Guess there's only one thing left to do. Holy Stragus. Shares as unforgiving as ever. This? No, I've been far more unforgiving. Any masochist would be thrilled to make your acquaintance, Shara. And my whip would be thrilled to make yours. Maybe some other time. Looks like the hostages are being held down below. Let's hurry. I'm gonna drop a couple healing spells real quick. And I think Tira may be the best bet for her. Yeah. So where did I stop searching at? This looks promising. EP charge. The chest is empty. Makes you wanna cry, doesn't it? Sometimes, yes. Ornament. What does EP charge do? Alright, that's an item, isn't it? Yeah. Restores 100 EP. Okay, this one I have a feeling is booby-trapped. Found jeweled ring. Chest is empty. How tragic. So that's the quest item we were sent here for. Let's see. Expensive ring fit with an incandescent gem. And dead end. Still, we got one of the quest items we came here for. Let me just do a quick search here. Nothing. What the hell is that? Okay, that's another one of those annoying absorbing type enemies. There are a lot of empty rooms here. And that was trying to ambush me on the way out. Anyone have a clue what this place is? It's way too big for these bands to have built, and it seems pretty ancient. It does feel like a stronghold of some sort, and I agree, this place is pretty old. I wonder if people use hidden forts like this as hideouts back then. As far as I've heard, the turmoil following the Great Collapse continued on for several hundred years. So it doesn't seem that strange to me that something like this is still around. The Great Collapse? The collapse of the ancient Sumerian civilization which existed more than 1,200 years ago. It said that a huge natural catastrophe wiped them out. I know you mean like Professor Alba said before. I tell you what, though, for being a place this hard to find, someone's got some seriously bad taste in hideouts. Not to mention that there are all sorts of monsters lurking around here, too. I wonder if this is how all men like to live. Shara? Just what kind of men are you hanging out with? Okay, trap. Straight R. Just has nothing left to offer you. Just making sure. So, Estelle. And the others are just fine. This is a really big place. What's this? I'm guessing it's an orbital vacuum. Looks like the newest model, so it's probably stolen. Interesting. No? What's this? There's something stuffed inside. Found black notebook. A notebook? Yep, that's what it looks like to me. I'm guessing that's what was stolen from the orbital factory. But what's something like this doing inside a vacuum? It's probably something important. Let's hold on to it just in case. Good idea. Okay, something pink actually stood out there, and it turned out to be pretty important. I don't want to deal with another one of those things. No. Ah, it's after me. Okay, I'm starting to get lost. So there was an event the last time I opened one of those doors. Let's see if I can check what else is done. Crap. Okay, this way. Okay, we almost missed this. Found bear salt. Chest is empty because you emptied it. Funny how that works, no? Yep, he's the only one left that I can think of that needs a weapon upgrade other than, well, Estelle, it's been a little while since she got one, but now every single character has gotten at least one. Okay, let's throw this open and see what's inside. Here's somebody talking again. Shall we rush the room? How many of them are there? Where are you guys supposed to be? Racers? How'd you get in here? Looks like hostages are being held in the room just beyond here. I think it's time you surrendered quietly, or else. Don't kid yourself. Let's get him. Okay, get in the line so I can hit them with a flicker. It's not very line-like. Should I hit this guy? See if I can time it? No. Okay, I think I might go hit 3 of them. internal squabble. Is everyone alright? We're with the Bracer Guild and we've come to rescue you. Seriously? We're saved? We've taken care of the guards, so you don't need to worry about anything for the moment. Really? We've been saved. I'm Grant, captain of the airliner Linde. I don't know how to express my gratitude for what you've done for us here today. Be thanks after we've gotten you out of here. By the way, it doesn't look like he's here. Who? Are these all the hostages? Yes, that's correct. It's everybody who was on the Linde, including crew and passengers. That can't be right. Wasn't there a man by the name of Cassius Bright on this flight? He's a member of the Bracer Guild. Cassius Bright. I do seem to remember hearing that name somewhere. Captain, isn't he that passenger? You know, the one who got off right before we left? Right, now that you mentioned there was one passenger who did get off. What do you mean? Well, there's this one passenger who disembarked the airliner right before we took off. A man who had been on board since the Royal City, and he did seem to have such a name, if I remember correctly. What? But his name was on the passenger list. Well, since he got off right before we departed, there wasn't any time to document the changes. This would have been handled had we arrived in Roland, but we were attacked by the Sky Bandits en route, and things were left as they were. So that's what happened, huh? I thought it would have been awfully strange if Dad had been captured by the Sky Bandits. Well, looks like our question has finally been answered. How ironic. Now wait a minute. Just what's Dad doing? With something like this big going on, why hasn't he contacted us? Calm down, Estelle. I know you're as curious to know as I am, but thinking about it now isn't going to get us anywhere. Our focus needs to be on securing the safety of the hostages. Okay, you're right. I guess I'll just have to forget about it for now. Listen up, everyone. We are now going to go out to the Sky Bandit leaders and arrest them. I know how you almost feel, but I need you to sit tight a little longer. We'll be waiting here. Good luck. If that's the case, we'll prepare for the worst. Our lives are in your hands. In other words, don't let us down. Leave everything to us. Okay, I'm gonna talk to a couple people here, just see what they all have to say. Good enough. So, let's go ahead and create a save here. And I'm kind of expecting like somebody to be waiting in ambush. There's a rock wall at the end of the passage. Is this a dead end? No, it looks like there's something here. Shall we try pushing on it? We're leaving it alone for now. Chest. Found reviving ball. I'm sure the chest is offended that you have returned. It's the first time not good enough for you. Okay, that's definitely one of the better messages. Feeling your voice can be heard. Is this... Looks like the Sky Bandit boss room. Okay, now I am going to go investigate. Over here. This was a secret door? It's quite a neat little trick there. I wouldn't expect anything less from a secret fort. Looks like it's the corner of a corner of the Nebel Valley. Shira, could we help the hostages escape first? No, you take out the Sky Bandit boss first. If we're attacked while attempting to escape, there will be no way we'll be able to protect that many people. It's true. Well, how about we get in there and have a face-to-face chat with the gentleman running this fine operation? Okay. Let's go. So the Queen's gonna pay out the ransom, is she? Now we can finally say goodbye to this meager living. Don't get careless, bro. We haven't got the money in hand yet. Yeah, we'll need to decide on a plan how to let the hostages go. Let the hostages go? Now, hold on a minute. Why do we have to bother with that? But once we get a mirror, we'll just kill them all and be done with it. We have no need to leave them alive. Don? You're joking, right? They know exactly what we look like, remember? Even if we left Liberal for good, we could still be tracked, right? But there are old people and kids among them. Do you really intend to kill them all? I swear, no matter how old you get, you never grow up. This isn't playtime, get it? But I'm sorry to say this, bro, but I'm against killing the hostages, too. Ideos will never forgive us if we do that. And I don't want to get our home back with Mira stained in the blood of innocent people. Kyle, since when did you become the boss around here? Huh? I think it's about time you learned your place. Kyle, who cares about our old home? This kind of Mira coming in, what can you possibly want with our old worthless land? We're gonna go blow all this cash somewhere near the southern resort and enjoy the good life for a while. What did you say? Once we run out of Mira, we'll just hijack another airship. It's going to be the future of the Kapua Sky Bandits. Don, what's happened to you? What an idea his name has happened to you? Sorry to interrupt, but could you have your little family feud later? You again. Bracers, why are you here? How can you say something so heartless, especially after you gave us a lift here in your own airship? Impossible, what are you talking about? It can't be. You had your airship sitting in front of the Admiral Tower, right? We just slipped in when you weren't looking and hid in the cargo hold. In other words, we stole a ride from Bandit. Take that. For a dimwit, you really outdone yourself this time. Who are you calling a dimwit? Kick her ass, Estelle. You two-faced tomboy. What did you just call me? You bimbo, airhead brute? Just try and say that again. Alright, enough of the bickering between you two. We've liberated the hostages and defeated the other members of your gang, so it looks like all that's left is you three. According to the laws of the Bracer Guild, you are hereby placed under arrest. It would be best not to resist. Man. Crap. Kyle, Josette, what is the meaning of this? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry, Don. That's okay, I'll forgive you just this once. Once I kill them, that'll be that. What? What a bunch of fools you are. To think that pitiful number of people that you could ever... To think with that pitiful number of people you could ever capture Don Kapua. A grenade launcher? Look how effortlessly he handles that orbital cannon. Kyle, Josette, it's time to hunt some game. And I like my sport are bloody.
These guys are tough. So this is the strength of a bracer, huh? Crap, how can I lose to the scroll? Have you learned your lesson yet? Now that has been settled, I'm going to ask that you surrender nicely. Any more trouble out of you, and well, you'll know what'll happen, right? Sure, stroked her whip and smiled at Josette. Anything but that. Why me? Why do I have to go down like this? What's going on? I hurt all over. When did I get an orbital cannon? What the heck? Bro? Don? Oh, Josette, are you back from Roland already? If you're back this quickly, then I guess things didn't work out, huh? Don't try and cover it up. If you had enough, then how about leaving the breadwinning to us men? You probably won't be able to earn a whole lot, but be patient. Don, what are you talking about? Did you hit your head, bro? Josette came back from Roland like forever ago. I went to pick her up right after we attacked the airliner. What? Attacked an airliner? What's all this crazy talk? We'd never do something like that. What's this guy talking about? I don't think he's trying to cover his butt. I think he really doesn't know. Come to think of it, who are these strangers? Don't tell me they're new recruits. Starting to burst your bubble, but we're not. We're with the Bracer Guild. Huh? What are a bunch of bracers doing up here? This guy's completely lost his marbles. What an interesting turn of events. Whether you've forgotten or not, you're still under arrest. You're charged with hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom, and other such offenses. Hijacking an airliner, hostage-taking, demanding a ransom? Kyle, Josette, tell me this is some kind of joke. Don, I think that's my line. But thanks to you, bro, we've got a chance to escape. Oh, hell, not again. Hey, Kyle? We'll talk about this later, let's just focus on getting out of here. I'm never going to get the smell out of this out of my hair. Let's hurry and get out of this room. And there was a back door for them to leave, isn't there? Which way did they go? They went up. They're going to try and escape in their airship. After tracking them this far, we can't let them get away. We've got to catch them. Right. Understood. I made it out alive. What a tragedy this has become. My delicate nasal cavity. Hey, Olivia, you better hurry up or we're going to leave you behind. Wait for me. Kind of figured they probably should have disabled the ship before even really getting off of it, but maybe that's just me. Hold it right there, you. You're not getting past us. You guys are back for more after taking a righteous beating like that? Now that's what I call tough. If you don't want to move, then we're going to have to force our way through.
Okay, I think I'm actually going to start cutting out some of these mandatory battles since this part is almost an hour so far before editing according to my clock. 20 seconds this way. Damn it! So, more bandits down, more trees. So this is turning out to be a pretty drawn-out part from what we've experienced so far. They're nuts!
It's one thing when I was fighting 6 of those at a time. Now that I have to fight 3 groups of 4, it's just tedious. Huh? What's this? How'd the army find out about this place? That liar, things weren't supposed to go down like this. Hey, get your dirty mitts off me. What's going on here? So those are the ringleaders of the Sky Bandits? I'm really surprised there's such a young woman, too. How about you shut your app and start taking some good pictures? What are the chances of getting another scoop like this? So how about it, Niall? Is this enough to help you write a decent article? You bet it is. I'm really grateful that you took us along. Oh, and would you mind if we took a picture of you while we're at it? What do you think, General Morgan? Do as you like. The plan was successful thanks to your genius. In all honesty, this is truly something to boast about. No, this is just the result of the accuracy of the Intelligence Division's analysis. And thanks to the cooperation of those of you standing over there. What? What are you guys... How the heck? What's going on exactly? It's you kids again. Hey look, it's Estelle and Joshua. Racers, why are you here? Just for the record, I'll tell you, we infiltrated this place one step ahead of you, again, and the entire hideout has been subdued. We chased the fleeing Sky Bandit leaders up this way, but I never would have guessed that the Royals Army's patrol ships would be waiting. Once again, you've overstepped your bounds. With all due respect, General, it was because of them that our military strike saw this level of success. Therefore, shouldn't we in turn recognize their achievements? Do as you wish, I'll leave the rest up to your discretion. I'll return to the ship and see what information I can get out of these Sky Bandits. Very well, General. That old man's as stubborn as ever. He's not a bad person, he just lacks a little flexibility. That aside, where are the other Sky Bandits and hostages? The other lackeys should be just lying all over the place unconscious. As for the hostages, we have them waiting in the same room they were imprisoned in. I see. You have done this nation a great service. Please, leave the transportation of hostages and cargo to us. Let's move, Captain Amalthea. Yes, Colonel. Wait for me, Colonel. I'd really like to interview you kids, but this time the Colonel is top priority. But if we have another opportunity, I'd appreciate doing one with you, too. See you later, Estelle, Joshua. And if not for the fact that the Colonel's subordinate there had a picture, I'd think he would actually be a party member, but you normally don't see that kind of thing. Usually that's a boss indicator. Something's gonna go wrong and we have to fight. My. You had your whole shining moment uprooted and stolen just like that. You got that right. Don't let it bother you, Estelle. Bracer's role has always been that of the unsung hero. So there's no real reason for us to stand out. That sounds about right, yeah. Dad always made a point of staying in the background, too. Really? I never noticed. Isn't that the point? Where is Dad? I guess that's the one problem we've still got to figure out. Where is Dad now? What is he doing? And why hasn't he tried to contact us? Looks like there's nothing else left for us to do here. In the meantime, let's get back to Bose and report what happened with the incident. We'll try and figure out what to do about your dad after that. I really appreciate all your hard work. It appears that my impression about you was right. I knew that you would come through and bring us closure to this incident. Yeah, but the army took off with all the glory, so I don't know if we could exactly say that we solved the case. No, that's not true. If you hadn't been there, I don't know if the army's raid would have been so successful. Backed to a corner as they were, the Sky Bandits may very well have harmed the hostages. Agreed, everything worked out because you infiltrated their hideout and took them out ahead of time. You should be proud of what you've done. You really think so? It's true that the hostages were freed and the Sky Bandits arrested, but it's a bit vexing to know that there are still some unanswered questions left. The men who appeared at the Valeria Lakeshore and the mystifying attitude of the leader of the Sky Bandits. I think we should consider that there's a lot behind this incident that we don't know about. Well, I guess we'll have to leave this part up to that part up to the Royal Army to figure out. With all the culprits being detained by them, there's not really much left we can do. Anyway, we should just be glad that all the hostages came back safe. Thanks to the news about the rest of the Sky Bandits, things are returning to normal here in town. As a token of my thanks, I've added a bit of a bonus to your reward. Really? Are you okay with that? Of course I am. I'd like to thank you too, Olivier. I just hope that my work was worth the price of that Grand Chardonnay. Yes, in fact, there was change to spare. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. If anything else comes up, I'd greatly appreciate your help again. Good day. Wow, nice that someone appreciates us. I'm sure that if this incident had gone on any longer, it would have caused much more confusion. It's probably only natural that the mayor is as happy as she is. Now I'm starting to feel a little giddy inside. I don't think a bracer could be any more happy than knowing her work helped out a bunch of other people. If you say so, but I think it's safe to say that you're no longer greenhorns. Honestly, the two of you really surprised me this time. You think so? At any rate, please accept your assessment and pay for clearing up the incident. 10 BP and 8,000 Mira. Nice. We are now 5th class. We received a Haze Quartz. Here's the pair that Maya was talking about. It's a very, very nice sum. And this is from me. Recommendation. What's a recommendation from the Bose branch? Is it alright to give this to us so soon? Of course, it'd be downright rude of me not to recommend you after resolving such a big incident. Please accept it. Thank you, Lugren. We'll work hard so we don't bring any embarrassment on this recommendation. Great work, you two. I'm sure your father would be extremely pleased if he heard the news. Sure. You're probably right. I wonder what on earth Cassius could be doing right now. Not contacting the guild is one thing, but not contacting his family is a completely different matter. Yeah, it's definitely not like him. After he suddenly disembarked from the airliner in Bose, I wonder where he could have gone. Excuse me, please. Aren't you the receptionist from the landing port? What's the matter? You see, we recovered some of the cargo stolen by the Sky Bandits, and among some of the pieces were a number of parcels addressed to the Bracer Guild. So I'm here to deliver one of them today. I appreciate you doing that, but wait a minute. Why is there something addressed to this branch when the airliner left Bose to begin with? It's actually addressed to the Roland branch, but aren't Cassius Bright's family members here? What? That's us, but... Oh, perfect. We contacted the Roland branch and they said you would come here. Here you are. This is the parcel. Estelle was given both the letter and the parcel. This letter, yep, it's in Dad's handwriting. It's addressed to Joshua and I at the Roland branch. Seems as if he's just scribbled it out before he got off the airliner. I guess Dad did intend on getting in contact with us after all. Oh. Well, that's good to hear. So, that parcel is from your dad too? No, this one looks like it was sent to my dad by someone else. That's odd. Yeah, the sender hasn't written their name anywhere. Okay, my business here is done, so I'll be on my way. Oh, and one other thing. Good job in helping arrest those Sky Bandits. You Brazers sure do excellent work. And to think that a clue about your father would be mixed in with the airliner's cargo. Feel free to use the lounge upstairs to read his letter if you'd like. Thanks, Lugren. Well, let's have a good look at the contents, shall we? My God, we're at 75 minutes so far. Do you mind telling me what you're doing here? It's just plain simple curiosity, that's all. Why did your father disembark the airliner prior to his departure? Were I forced to wait around for an answer, the question would stick in my mind, so I'd never be able to sleep at night. And you're telling me this because... Oh, how heartless and cruel you can be to a companion who has traveled alongside you. And just who it is to... And who is it you have to thank for being able to infiltrate the Sky Bandits' hideout, I wonder? Alright, already. You can be a rather obnoxious fellow, I hope you know. I guess we don't have much of a choice. However, depending on the content, we may have to ask you to leave, okay? Of course, I understand. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Estelle started cutting the letter seal. Dear Estelle and Joshua, I'm sure you're probably about finished with the jobs I left for you, right? I'm also sure there are many things you'll have trouble with in the beginning, but take each one step at a time. I know you both can succeed. Anyway, it turns out I've had a little trouble with my own work. And fortunately, it looks like I won't be able to make it home for quite some time. Please, don't expect my return until after the Queen's birthday celebration. I'm really sorry that things turned out like they did, but you should be grown up enough to not to be lonely while I'm away. So until I get back, I'll leave it up to both of you to decide how you want to live. You're free to continue working in Roland, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Your 16th year is a vintage time in your life, so make sure not to waste it. Please, give my regards to Sherazard and Ina. Cassius Bright. That seems like the type of letter your father would write. It touches lightly on things, but it's full of consideration toward the both of you. Yeah, it looks that way. The Queen's birthday celebration, is it? From what I've heard, that's still a ways off. Yep, it's about 2 or 3 months away. Which means this would be the perfect time to take a small trip. Really wonder where your father is and what he's up to. Forget about that and let's focus on what's in that package. With an unknown sender, that's bound to be something interesting inside. Maybe it's a human hand. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But you shouldn't be opening things addressed to my dad. Why don't you think of it this way? It was a package delivered by an unknown sender about the time your father disappeared. The two might be related, you know. That's true. Olivier, don't coax Estelle into doing something to satisfy your own curiosity. Actually, though, Olivier does have a good point. Instead of leaving it until our dad comes home, it might be worth looking into. Okay, let's check it out. Inside was a shiny black hemispherical device. Also enclosed a single memo with the item. What's this supposed to be? It's an ornament, although I'm not sure what it's used for. Let's see what the memo says. I was able to secure the item the aforesaid group was carrying, so please take care of it. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis of it when you find an opportunity. K. That's it? Yeah, but it looks like the sender didn't write anything else. Shara, do you have any idea who K or Professor R might be? Hate to say this, but I don't have a clue for either. Your father's pretty well known, so there's a possibility these people could be foreigners too. If this is the only thing we've got to go on, then honestly, I'm ready to throw in the towel. What the heck is this black orpiment anyway? From the shape alone, it doesn't look like anything intended for general use. Though it feels a little similar to a battle ornament. Maybe it'll summon the meteor to destroy the world. But that's enough Final Fantasy. Let's get back to Legend of Heroes. Even so, it's still quite different. A normal battle ornament has slots in which to install quartz. This one has none. Maybe this one is an artifact. An artifact? Precisely, an artifact is an ornament created by an ancient civilization. Artifacts are the models for all ornaments produced today. They're still occasionally discovered in ruins, and for the most part, the Septian Church has custody over them. They're a type of antique, so to speak. This one doesn't appear to be that old. Looks to me like it was made recently. You're right about that. However, this one almost seems like a black market item. Jeez, now look what's happened because of my good-for-nothing dad. Doesn't he know that we're all worried about him? Estelle? Now he's getting some sketchy item from an unknown sender. What in the world has my dad gotten himself into this time? Estelle? You know, Estelle, I've been thinking. How about we continue our journey? Huh? Joshua? That's what Dad wrote in his letter, right? He said, or you're free to pursue qualifying as a senior bracer. Yeah, he did say that, but we've already managed to get recommendations from Roland and Bose, right? All that's left are Ruin, Zeiss, and Gransel. Only those 3. If we do jobs as we travel around to those other regions, we just might hear something about where Dad is or what he's doing. I think we're we're just worrying ourselves for nothing considering Dad's skills. And there's also the possibility that he may have even traveled abroad. But I think getting off our own duffs is a lot better than just sitting around and waiting. And we just might be able to find this Professor R, too. Joshua? What? You're a genius! Estelle, what are you talking about? This is like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, or maybe even 10. Sometimes I hate you for being so smart. Should I consider that a yes? Oh, is it ever? Yes, yes, triple yes. Trying to be senior bracers as we travel around Liberal, and exposing that what that no-good middle-aged man has been doing in the process? I think you're somehow missing the point. Looks like she's back to her old self. I guess it's settled then. They can't be kicking me out already. Take care, I'm going to head back to Roland now. That said, I'm still a little worried about you two. Are you sure you don't want me to come along? Give it a rest, Cheryl, we'll be fine. The whole reason we're going on this trip is to become senior bracers. Wouldn't be trained anymore if you came with us. And if you didn't go back, the Roland branch would have a hard time managing things. Don't worry about us, we'll figure out a way to get things done. If you insist. It's pretty rare for someone your age to be aiming for senior bracer status, so don't overdo it. If you run into any trouble, contact the Roland branch, you got it? I'll come running no matter where you are. Sure, thanks, Shara. Same goes for you, don't get yourself too liquored up. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Alright, I'll watch the number of drinks. Never fear, dear children. You can count on me to protect fair Shara. And why are you headed to Roland? Not to mention with Shara? That's because I've tasted all there is to taste of the local dishes here in Bose. And I thought it was about time I turned my attentions toward another region. As for Roland's cuisine, I've heard the produce is just to die for, so that's what I'm looking forward to next. That's pretty much it. Says he wants me to introduce him to a nice restaurant, some lovely vegetables, or some such nonsense. Since he's so persistent, I only agreed to him coming along under the condition that he go drinking with me at the bar. I'll never see him alive again. Olivier, I really hope you understand what you've promised her. I could die for the likes of fine women and food. Part of me longs to be by your side as you continue your journey, Joshua. But after many agonizing hours of consideration, I've decided to accompany fair Sherazard instead. I think I'll be better off with you a safe distance away from me. Well, have fun, but I'm warning you. Don't you dare make any trouble in Roland, do you hear me? And here's another piece of advice. When Shara's at the bar, watch out. That's when the gloves come off. I'm seriously not joking when I say you should beware. How dare you speak about your mentor like that, Estelle? And besides, Ina's coming along too. She's even worse than you. The gloves come off, huh? Is that, perchance, what you and Estelle were talking about before? Yes, Estelle said it best, though. It was nice knowing you. It was a pleasure. Eh? Airliner's departing shortly aboard the airship. Well, Ollie boy, it looks like it's time for us to leave. Come on now, we'd better hurry and get on. Shara, wait, can we talk this over? I'd really appreciate if I had a little more time to think things through. Surely you're not getting cold feet already. If you consider yourself a man, then quit acting like a ninny. See you later, Shara. Give our regards to everyone in Roland. Have a wonderful trip, you two. Nice knowing you, Olivier. And Chapter 1 end. And I'm going to drop a save right here because this has gone on for almost 85 minutes. I don't know what I'll be able to trim it down to, but hopefully it's something manageable. So, I'm the Hero of Light, thanks for watching, and goodbye.